doing, everybody? Welcome to the channel and welcome to a fairly mild, not wet, not peeing it down or a blizzard, Falklands. So it's my second weekend here. Last weekend was a bit of a washout. I did get out and I did intend on filming, but it wasn't very good and the weather was horrendous, so I had to pull it quite early on. So I've headed out today. It's Saturday morning, it's bright and early. I've been for breakfast, I've got the rods all sorted, and I'm heading out to the west of the island to fish a few of the sort of tributaries to Swan Estuary. I've heard some tales over the week of some decent fish that have come out of there. So I've got two methods with me. I've got the spinning rod and I've got the switch rod. I've got some tube flies and I've got some traditional sort of sea trout / salmon flies. So we'll see how we get on. Like I say, as you can see, it's not too shabby a day for the Falklands. A bit of cloud coming through, there is rain forecast for this afternoon, but we'll get out, we'll enjoy it while we can, and we'll go catch some fish. Guys, come join me, let's go do this. Tight lines, everyone. Okay, my lovelies, I've made it to the first mark. It's right on the roadside and it's a small tributary to the main Swan Estuary. So as you can see, it's quite high water at the moment, which is great. We've got this little route that goes under the road and then it carries on up over there. But this eventually, all of this is fairly accessible and wadable across the side, and we can get all the way up along there. But first of all, I'm just gonna have a flick here with the small reparler before I get the switch rod out. Just have a look, see if there is anything about, just get a feel for the water. And then if they're there and they're taken, then we'll get the switch rod out and we'll see if we can get one on the fly. So guys, like again, come join us. Let's go get some fish. Tight lines, everyone. Right, first cast. I'm just going to flick this downriver and then bring it up against the current, nice and slow, and see if they're there. Plenty of weed. Oh, there's a bite already. Given the spinning rod 15-20 minutes, other than weed, nothing. So now I've just waded up to around about here. So I've just gone back, picked up the switch rod. I'm just going to walk up. You can see those two little mounds there. Just going to walk up to there. Some ducks of some description, or geese, whatever they are. So yeah, I'm just going to have a wander up to here. And then I'll probably single spey out and swing it around in the current and drag it back. We'll see how it goes, eh? But there's remote, isn't there? And then there's the Falklands, the last frontier, the final frontier. Dun, dun, dun. Check me out. I think I'm going delirious being down here. So let's get down there, strip some line out, and bang her out. So this eventually goes out to where I was fishing in the last video back in December with Jay. My good mate Jay, unfortunately he's not able to make it today because he's on shift. I think he's on late. This will do us. If I can get down without going arse over tit. Let's have a look. This will do us. Alright, I'll come back to you in a minute, folks. Change my mind. I can't wade off these, it really drops down deep. So I'm just going to go a bit further up here, just so I can get a bit of water behind the line, set my anchor. It all looks a bit squidgy as well. Let's have a look. Here, I reckon. Right, I'll see you down there. Here we go, folks. Second cast on the switch rod, and I'm straight into a fish. That was immediate. That was straight away on the switch. What a beautiful fish as well. Look at that on the tube fly. So I've got to pay tribute to Stanley, Uncle Stanley, for this. Look at that. Beautiful, absolutely bloody beautiful. First fish, second cast. Look at that, spectacular. On the tube fly. Wow. Look at that, guys. From what a location. Wow. That was immediate. Absolutely straight away. Whew. Right, I'm going to get some pictures, get her back. Right, folks, I've got a few pictures. Let's hold this fish up for you. Look at that. Amazing. As easy as that, gone. Let's hold her up. What a stunning, beautiful fish. Look at that. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Come on in, my friend. There you go. Yes! Woo! Now I'm stoked. Second cast. So this is my tube fly, guys. So as you can see, I've put a loop in the fluorocarbon, and then I've lark's headed the fly, the hook, so the knot is just sitting on the inner tube there. So it's almost like a bit of a stinger hook. And that was second drag, second cast, second drag, bang, straight away. So thanks for the fly stand. It's doing the job down here in the Falklands. Yes! Right, guys, so snap T. That's exactly where I had that fish last time. As soon as I started to strip it back, bang. So this is my fourth cast. Don't need great distance. Not waded very deep. That's the way to do it. Such a beautiful way to cast a fly, and in these conditions it makes it so much easier, because it is not easy in this wind. It's cold, really damn cold. Oh, I'm stoked I got that fish. I've dreamt of catching a trout down here on the Spey rod, really have. And I'm so pleased it was on the first, that was my first fish on this rod, not on the spinner. So this is my 11-foot 7-weight Fidgeon switch rod with a Fidgeon 7 to 9 weight reel. It's just the job for these conditions. Oh, there's another bite. I'm so stoked. And what a beautiful fish as well. Absolutely stunning brownie. Made it quite a way down river now. I can still see the van, but I've made it way down. The wind has got up and it was making the cast quite difficult, so I resorted to just doing a bit of a roll cast for a little while. Back on it now. Back on it. Found me mojo. Not getting it as a cross river as I'd like with this wind, but I've seen a few fish rise. I'm still on the same fly just for now. I might change up in a little bit, but for now we're just going to stick as we are, as we know it works. But this is exactly what the doctor has ordered. I've had a fantastic time. Casting's all right. It's not amazing. I'm not going to set any records, but we're managing to get it out there. So switch casting, I've never had a lesson. Completely and utterly self-taught. There's not many places in Cornwall where you can cast a switch rod, but I've managed to get out. Look at that. That's the problem. The line's cold, so it's quite rigid. Not as rigid as my fingers, mind. Yeah, just over the years I've just taught myself to spey cast, and I can catch fish doing it. I'm probably not gonna set any records on fire, but we can get a fly out there, so that's what matters, isn't it, folks? And like I've said before, it is such a lovely way to cast a fly. You just know when you've got it right. You can just feel, it's like doing a double haul. Oh, there's a bite, there's a bite. It's like with a double haul on a single-handed rod. You just know when you've got it right. You can feel it fly out, unlike that one. Yeah, it's a lovely way to fish. It can be frustrating at times, but when you get it, you get it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do enjoy it. I'm just going to step out because I've got a shallow area in front of me. I can see them through the polaroids. So snap tee, up and around, set your anchor, roll cast. So I've also taught myself to single spey and double spey. Probably not right, but that nearly hit me on the head then. Never mind. Don't know how far I'm going to go down here. Probably not. Might just head around that bend a bit, see what the wind's like once I get down there. But it's like fishing on the rivers at home, folks. You make a cast, take a couple of steps, make a cast, take a couple of steps, and before you know it, you've actually covered quite a good distance of river. That was sending then, you bugger. Right, so that line's sorted out. I'm back. Ooh, that was a bite. I've had to change my approach of attack slightly differently because the wind has now switched direction. So I'm having to do a single spey off my offside. And actually, do you know what? It's working all right. I've had a few more small bites. And as you can see, I'm making my way up now towards the bend, which is why this wind has probably changed direction. It's really cold, but I've dressed appropriately. What is that? So yeah, change of tactics, change of approach. I'm not going to go much further up because this is starting to get a bit soft underfoot now. I don't don't need to get myself in any trouble. Not sure what time it is, but my stomach's telling me it's time to have something to eat. So I'm going to have a few more casts, probably up to that small cut out there, and then have a wander back up to the truck, get something to eat, have some water, thaw out for a bit in the truck, and then we'll get back to it, guys. Cover the same stretch of water. See, the wind's just killing that cast now. It's getting tricky. But we've had a fish on the switch. Ooh, that was definitely a bite. There you go. You're in the arse end of nowhere, casting a spey line, and who should come along but work? You can't get away from it, can you? Can't get away from the whirling 92. Go safe, boys. Anyway, I'm back at it. I'm back right by the truck, by the bridge. I've had a bite to eat. There's a big eagle thing. I've had some water, and I've waded over to this far bank because it's very safe to do so, and just working this area here. Single spey, wind's picked up, so I'm just casting downriver, letting it swing in front of me, and then slowly retrieving it back. I've not no interest yet, if I'm brutally honest, but we're getting there, getting some good distance on the cast. Not that that's always necessary. Fix the line. There's certainly worse places to be stood. My feet are a bit chilly, my hands are a bit chilly, but everything else is nice and warm, which is important. Cop that one up. It's you lot, you put me under pressure. But you know what, if I don't catch anything else today, I don't care, I'm content. My mission was to come and fish the switch rod while I'm here and catch a trout on it, and I've done it. So I think we can say mission successful. Any other fish now are a bonus. I'm a happy boy. Okay, back in the truck. That's been hard work. So I started to record as I was walking down the bank, but the battery ran out, and Einstein here forgot to bring the batteries with him, so I've had to come back to the truck. But just after I stopped for food, Jay, who you remember from my previous Falklands video, happened to be going past on his way to his parents, so stopped and said hello and gave me some local tips. So I've for all intents and purposes walked to where we drove to last time. It's bloody miles away, and it was really, really hard going. The wind around there was just immense. So I managed to make a few casts, connected to a fish, lost it. I had a plan in my head that if I did land any fish, then I would use the phone to record them on the bank, but it wasn't necessary. So I've walked back head on against the wind. I've walked miles. I'm battered by the wind. I've managed to dodge the showers. So I'm just gonna take 5, collect myself, and then I've got a little bit of time before I have to get back to MPA to go and pick up my colleague from work, because he's kindly let me off the truck. And I'm just gonna have a spin out here, half an hour or so. If I catch anything, then ideal. But my mission today was a solo mission, and the plan was to catch my first Falklands fish on the fly on the switch rod. And I done it. Second cast, unbelievable. So although I've spent hours casting and fighting against the wind, it's not been a complete flop. So guys, you've seen the efforts I go to get you content and get it up to you. So please, 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 we are so close to 2K subscribers. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please leave a comment, and please, if you haven't, consider hitting subscribe. So guys, if I do get anything, I'll come back to you. If not, this is the sign off. So guys, tight lines. We might get an evening out during the week, weather permitting, after work. If not, I'll see you back home. Guys, take care, stay safe. Tight lines, everyone. All the best.